What if I told you, the White House you know today was once reduced to ashes? British troops marching through Washington, flames licking the sky, the president fleeing for safety. Or, what if I told you that millions of Americans truly believed it was their destiny, their divine right, to take an entire continent? Between 1800 and 1860, the United States grew from a fragile teenager of a nation into a continental giant. But here's the secret. That transformation was not just politics and maps. It was lived by ordinary farmers, desperate gold seekers, enslaved men and women dreaming of freedom, and native families watching their homelands disappear. Stay with me until the end. Because these 60 years, filled with fire, hope, and heartbreak, explain exactly how America became what it is today. If you're enjoying this journey already, hit subscribe. Trust me, the story is just beginning. Picture yourself in 1800. You're a farmer in a wooden cabin waking up to the crow of a rooster. 16 states stretch across the map, but beyond the Mississippi, it feels like the edge of the world. Then, overnight, the Louisiana Purchase. President Jefferson signs the deal, and suddenly, America doubles in size. Imagine the excitement. Neighbors gathering in taverns, pointing at maps by candlelight, saying, "All this is ours." Covered wagons creak westward. Children laugh as they chase chickens into wagons. Families dream of fertile soil and a better future. But while settlers celebrate, native tribes feel the ground shift beneath them. To them, the West isn't a dream, it's home. Sacred land passed down for generations, and now, strangers are coming. The young nation's pride is tested in the War of 1812. Imagine standing in Washington, D.C. You hear the drum of British boots, smell smoke as the White House bursts into flames, panic spreads. Could America's experiment end here? But then, news arrives. Andrew Jackson has crushed the British at New Orleans. Church bells ring, crowds cheer, and suddenly, America believes it has a destiny. Yet that destiny is cruel for some. Jackson signs the Indian Removal Act. Whole Cherokee villages forced to leave. Picture it, mothers clutching babies, old men limping through mud, children crying in the cold. Step by step, they march. History remembers it as the Trail of Tears. Meanwhile, out west a cry echoes, "Gold!" Men abandon farms, women set up makeshift shops, and boomtowns rise overnight. Railroads slice through forests, iron rails carrying ambition and greed. Then, war with Mexico. Young soldiers march south, and when the dust settles, America seizes land stretching all the way to California. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, America's manifest destiny is complete. Before we face America's darkest questions, hit subscribe, because what comes next shakes the nation to its core. Beneath the victories, storms brew. Every new territory sparks the same bitter fight. Will it be free soil or slave soil? In Kansas, neighbors who once borrowed sugar from each other now point rifles across fences. Homes burn. Newspapers call it Bleeding Kansas. In the north, a former slave named Frederick Douglass rises. His voice thunders, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." His speeches electrify crowds demanding freedom and equality. But in the South, plantation owners dig in. They argue slavery is their right, their economy, their way of life. Imagine living in the 1850s. Your nation richer than ever. Factories roaring, railroads crisscrossing. But in every parlor, every tavern, every street corner, one wrong word could spark violence. The air itself feels ready to ignite. By 1860, the United States was vast, a giant stretching from ocean to ocean. But beneath the surface lay scars. Native families scattered, their homelands gone. 4 million enslaved people trapped in chains. Communities divided, friendships shattered, and so, the nation marched toward its bloodiest chapter, the Civil War. So I ask you, was America's rapid rise worth the cost, the land gained, the pride won, against the lives lost? Share your thoughts below. And in our next story, we'll step onto the battlefields of the 1860s where this storm finally erupted. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because history isn't just the past, it's the story of how we got here.